Obviously, the biggest news in the last 24 hours is the report that Star Trek director and creator of the TV show Lost, JJ Abrams, has signed on to direct the upcoming Star Wars Episode 7. This would be a massive 180 change of heart for Abrams, who just back in November said this about possibly directing a Star Wars movie. "Look, Star Wars is one of my favorite movies of all time. I almost feel that in a weird way, the opportunity for whomever it is to direct that movie, it comes with the burden of being that kind of iconic movie and series. I was never a big Star Trek fan growing up, so for me, working on Star Trek didn't have any of that, almost fatal sacrilege. And so I am looking forward more than anyone to the next iterations of Star Wars, but I believe I will be going as a paying moviegoer." So John, are you surprised by this news? And do you think it's good for Star Wars to have Abrams on board?
I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm surprised. Look, JJ Abrams clearly said, I'm not going to do it. But once again, we say it all the time in the show. When we report a rumor and then somebody says, "Oh, no, that rumor's not false because their PR person said it's not true." They lie. They lie. Just because a PR person or a guy says he's not doing it doesn't mean they're not doing it. Doesn't mean they are, but doesn't mean they're not. But, I kind of believe that Abrams meant it when he said it back in November when he said, look, I've said on this show before, I think a lot of top-name directors have shied away from Star Wars because of the way we movie fans have treated George Lucas. That we haven't just said, you've made bad movies, that's fair, because he made some bad movies with the prequels. But we have vilified him and demonized George Lucas. You raped my childhood and like terrible, horrible things. And I said before on this show last week that I believe a lot of A-list directors have taken a step back. And I think when you read in that comment, it's like, hey, there comes a pressure with Star Wars. And I think he's alluding to, we saw what you did to George Lucas. But Kathleen Kennedy, the new head of Lucasfilm, has been relentless and tireless in pursuing JJ Abrams, and it looks like she got her guy. And you know what? Before I did not think this was a great fit. I still don't really think JJ Abrams is a great fit. I also, as a sci-fi purist, feel like there's a little bit of sacrilege in having a Star Trek guy doing a Star Wars movie. All that being said, I've always said that it's never a mistake to recruit talent, and JJ Abrams is a great director. He's a great storyteller. And so even while I had apprehensions about whether he's a good fit and the whole Star Trek v. Star Wars thing, I'm happy for it. I think this is good news, and I'm really excited to see what he does with it. What do you think, Jimmy?
I agree. When I first read that he wasn't doing it, in a way I was kind of relieved because I kind of like the idea of Star Trek being a separate animal. And as he said, he didn't love Star Trek growing up, so he could kind of approach it in a more, professional manner.
And in his own way.
Yeah, in his own way, without feeling like he owes something. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes with the film. And it's a little bit surprising. I'm with you on that. Star Trek and Star Wars, are they going to mix? I don't know. And that's an interesting idea.
One of the other things that we don't have in the story here is that along with this report, and we should mention here that so far, as of right now this morning on, what do we say today is the 26th?
Yeah.
As of this morning, neither Disney nor Lucasfilm has confirmed this report. But there's also been no denials. We know it's probably coming later today. That being said, in the report that came out that revealed that Abrams was going to do it was also that the guy they were going to next was Ben Affleck. Who, I've been saying for years, Ben Affleck, top 3 director in Hollywood today. When you look at Gone Baby Gone, when you look at The Town, and now his award-winning Argo, just won Best Director at the Critics' Choice Award, won Best Director at Golden Globes, won Best Film, is nominated for, and he might actually win now, Best Film with Argo. That would have been really fascinating to me. But I'm really, really happy with this. But I got to say this too. I really wanted Bird. I wanted.
Did you really?
I did. I wanted Brad Bird.
I wasn't digging that idea.
I wanted Brad Bird. I wanted Andrew Stanton. I mean, obviously everybody. I wanted Steven Spielberg, but I mean that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, I think JJ Abrams is a thumbs up, even if it's not my first choice or second choice. I think as a Star Wars fan, and those of you who've watched me for any period of time, I bleed Star Wars. I love Star Wars so much. And as a Star Wars fan, I sit back and go, yeah, I like this. JJ Abrams doing it? Sign me up.
He's a solid choice, absolutely.
Agreed.
I just, we'll see. It all depends on the script. It all depends on what we've got going, where.
And we're going to get a much better, a really nice peek in thing, because the new Tom Cruise movie, Oblivion, for those of you who may not know, is written by the guy who's writing Star Wars Episode 7. So you may want to make sure, if you weren't planning on going to see Oblivion, you might want to sneak out and see it to get kind of a feel for the writing style of this guy. It's going to be really interesting.
Smart. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to stop what you're doing and subscribe to our AMC Theaters YouTube channel to keep up to date on all the movie news, editorials, and our AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to hear about all our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.